Greetings, seekers of the enigmatic, to our video. As you embark on this mysterious odyssey, may you uncover the secrets that lie within the shadows of Oregon's forests. In the remote town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the forests of Oregon, an unsettling incident forever etched its mark on the town's history, giving life to a chilling legend that would eventually come true. Ravenswood was known for its isolation, surrounded by dense woods that seemed to hold secrets of their own. In the early 1900s, the town was struck by a series of inexplicable disappearances. People would venture into the woods, only to never return. Hushed whispers spoke of malevolent forces lurking among the trees, a presence known as the Whispering Shadow. As fear gripped the town, a group of brave individuals set out to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. Among them was a seasoned tracker named Elias Blackwood, known for his uncanny ability to navigate the wilderness. With a sense of determination, they entered the ominous forest, their lanterns flickering in the darkness. Days turned into nights as they delved deeper, guided only by the rustling leaves and the faint whispers that seemed to dance on the wind. One by one, members of the group began to vanish, swallowed by the sinister embrace of the woods. Elias Blackwood was the last to remain. As he ventured further, the forest seemed to come alive, the trees closing in around him like vengeful specters. He stumbled upon a clearing where an ancient, gnarled tree stood, a tree rumored to be the source of the malevolent force. Its branches seemed to reach out like skeletal fingers, beckoning him closer. With a surge of courage, Elias approached the tree, his heart pounding in his chest. Suddenly, a haunting whisper filled the air, a voice both ethereal and bone, chilling. It spoke of ancient curses, of lost souls, and of the darkness that dwelled within the forest. Elias felt a chill run down his spine as the whisper revealed the truth. The forest itself was alive, a sentient being that hungered for the souls of those who dared to enter. The legend of the Whispering Shadow was not a mere superstition. It was a malevolent entity that had claimed countless lives. Desperation gripped Elias as he realized his dire predicament. In a last, daring act, he carved a mark into the tree, hoping that his message would be a warning to future generations. Then, with a final determined glance at the tree, he turned and fled the forest. Years later, a group of hikers stumbled upon the same clearing. Drawn by the eerie legends surrounding Ravenswood, they discovered the gnarled tree and saw the faint marks Elias had left behind, a chilling testament to his encounter with the Whispering Shadow. As night fell, the wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it a haunting echo of that fateful encounter. Suddenly, a figure materialized, a spectral form with hollow eyes, its voice a chilling whisper that echoed through the woods. The Whispering Shadow had returned, its legend coming to life once more as the hikers realized they were not alone. The forest itself seemed to close in, its branches reaching out like spectral hands. And so, the legend of the Whispering Shadow lived on, a malevolent force that had claimed the lives of those who dared to seek its secrets, forever haunting the woods of Ravenswood, Oregon.
In the rugged wilderness of Colorado, nestled deep within the Rocky Mountains, there lies a secluded and ominous place known as the Whispering Pines Asylum. This sprawling institution, with its imposing architecture and history shrouded in darkness, would become the epicenter of a terrifying incident that gave life to an unsettling legend. In the early 20th century, the asylum was established to house the mentally ill, offering them a place of care and healing. However, over the years, stories emerged of inhumane treatments, unethical experiments, and the tormented cries of the patients that seemed to echo through the halls. It was in the winter of 1947 that a catastrophic event would forever stain the reputation of the asylum. A ferocious blizzard engulfed the region, cutting off the institution from the outside world. The already fragile infrastructure succumbed to the elements, leaving patients and staff trapped within the decaying walls. As the days stretched on, food supplies dwindled, and the asylum's inhabitants were plunged into a state of despair and chaos. Reports of disturbing visions and ghostly apparitions began to circulate among the trapped occupants. Patients claimed to hear the anguished wails of past residents, their voices carried on the chilling wind. One patient, a woman named Eleanor, became the focus of the legend that would later emerge. Eleanor had always possessed an uncanny ability to communicate with spirits, a gift that had caused her to be labelled as possessed by the asylum staff. During the blizzard, Eleanor's condition deteriorated rapidly, and her fellow patients claimed she was channeling the tormented souls of those who had suffered within the asylum's walls. As the legend goes, on the fateful night when the blizzard finally subsided, Eleanor's body was found lifeless, her eyes open in a haunting stare. It is said that her last whispered words were a chilling prophecy, that the spirits of the asylum's tortured souls would forever haunt the institution, seeking retribution for the horrors they had endured. In the decades that followed, the legend of the Whispering Pines Asylum grew. Stories of ghostly sightings, eerie whispers, and unexplained phenomena spread throughout Colorado. Paranormal investigators and thrill seekers flocked to the abandoned ruins, hoping to capture evidence of the restless spirits that were said to inhabit the decaying halls. Then, in 2010, a team of investigators entered the asylum armed with modern technology, determined to uncover the truth behind the legend. As they explored the dilapidated corridors, their equipment began to malfunction, capturing chilling EVP each-tronic voice phenomena recordings of whispers that seemed to come from the other side. Suddenly, a spectral figure appeared before them. Eleanor herself, her ethereal form bathed in an otherworldly light. Her voice, a mixture of sadness and anger, filled the air as she recounted the horrors of the past. The investigators were frozen in fear as they realized that the legend they had sought to unravel was coming true before their very eyes. The incident, captured on video, sent shockwaves through the paranormal community and reignited the terrifying legend of the Whispering Pines Asylum. To this day, the asylum stands as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can dwell within the human soul and the horrifying consequences that can emerge when legends become reality.
In the heart of Louisiana's Bayou Country, a small, isolated village known as Cypress Hollow was shrouded in an aura of mystery and superstition. The village was surrounded by dense swamplands, where legends of vengeful spirits and dark curses were woven into the very fabric of the community's history. The incident that would forever change Cypress Hollow occurred on a stormy night in 1932. A powerful hurricane, named the Tempest Fury, tore through the bayou, leaving a wake of destruction in its path. The village was left devastated, with homes destroyed and lives upended. Amid the chaos and aftermath of the storm, a young woman named Isabella LaFontaine went missing. Isabella was a gifted herbalist and seer, known for her ability to communicate with the spirits of the bayou. She had always been an enigmatic figure in Cypress Hollow, and her disappearance added to the village's growing sense of unease. In the days that followed, the villagers scoured the swamplands in search of Isabella, but she seemed to have vanished without a trace. Some believe that the spirits of the bayou had claimed her as payment for their help during the storm, while others whispered that she had fallen victim to a dark curse that had finally caught up with her. As the years passed, Isabella's story became a chilling legend told around campfires and whispered in hushed tones. It was said that on stormy nights, her ethereal form could be seen dancing among the cypress trees, her voice carried by the wind like a mournful melody. Decades later, in the midst of another powerful hurricane, a group of researchers arrived in Cypress Hollow to study the bayou's unique ecosystem. Among them was Dr. Amelia Collins, a renowned biologist with a passion for unraveling the mysteries of the natural world. As the storm raged, Dr. Collins and her team ventured deep into the swamplands, their lanterns casting an eerie glow on the water's surface. The wind howled, and the trees seemed to sway in time with Isabella's mournful song. In their quest for knowledge, the researchers stumbled upon an ancient and overgrown clearing, its center adorned with a single, gnarled cypress tree. It was here that they encountered an ethereal figure, Isabella herself, her form translucent and her eyes filled with both sorrow and longing. Dr. Collins felt a chill run down her spine as Isabella's voice filled the air, recounting her story of being taken by the spirits of the bayou as payment for their assistance during the hurricane. Isabella's curse had come to life, and her spectral presence was a haunting testament to the legends that had been passed down through generations. The researchers documented their encounter, capturing Isabella's mournful song and her ghostly form on video. Their findings sent shockwaves through the scientific community and reignited the village's connection to its supernatural past. To this day, Cypress Hollow remains a place of both beauty and mystery, where the legends of vengeful spirits and dark curses are intertwined with the very essence of the bayou. Isabella's story, once considered a mere legend, had become a chilling reality, a reminder that the line between folklore and truth can be as thin as the mist that hovers over the swamplands.